What's happening, faithful? Welcome to Platform 246. I'm your man, Lawrence. Thank you so much for coming in. John Lynch had a press conference today. To say that it was uncomfortable would be an understatement. Someone actually asked him, did he just decide not to invite Kyle? So, yeah, before we get into that, please hit the like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much again for coming in. I felt bad for John today. He looked very uncomfortable throughout. A couple of times he looked even, a bit off-put or angry. And within the first minute, he says, we're here to talk about the draft. And then he says that we have 9 picks in it. And then that's a good place to be. No, John, you're here to talk about the draft. That ain't what we want to talk about. But, I can respect him saying that. He thanks Kyle and the coaching staff, to actually begin the press conference. He says that we actually are kind of behind the 8 ball a little bit, saying as though, we have 9 new coaches and we started much later than some of the other coaching staffs have as far as evaluating players for the draft. So we probably want to look out for that. He says, again, he knows that everybody has a job to do. And everyone's pretty curious about Deebo and what's going on. And, he understands that, respects that. But he also spoke about the sanctity of those conversations between he and Deebo and their agent and the rest of the people on our team. And him having been, a player before as well, having been on both sides, he wants to keep that information private. First reporter asked him, has Deebo or his agent requested a trade to you or you guys? That was pretty much a theme. He again says he understands everyone wants to know that, but he's just not going to answer those questions. Guys, please just respect it. He kept that theme really throughout the entire press conference. He did drop a few gems here and there about Deebo and what's going on, about some of the other players that have contract issues on our team and what's going on with them. You know who they are. But he says that he's confident that we can find solutions to whatever's going on. He said that he cannot imagine ever wanted to trade Deebo. He's too good of a player. He was a 36th pick. He's a perfect illustration of when will meets skill. He says that, him throwing the footballs to the fans before every game, he's a big part of the 49ers community, and he doesn't envision that ever happening. It's not something that he wants to do. And I think that we faithful need to make sure that we listen to those words. That's something that he doesn't want to do. It doesn't mean that that's something that won't happen. But someone waited a little while and then asked, "Do you think that you made it a fair offer to Deebo?" And then he, a lot of questions back and forth before that, just different things about a couple of players. And then he again smiles. He says, "I'm not going to get into that, and I've already explained my reasons why. I believe it was Grant Cohn." Says that Deebo, similar to the before Boston situation, but also a little bit different. He says that they had different motivations when it came to Buckner and then what we have right now with Deebo. But he did say that we exercised Nick Bosa's 5th-year option. So he being a first-round pick, he's not in the same situation as Deebo this year. And if there are no problems with Nick, he says not having Nick anywhere near California right now, he has that golden child, Mark from Kyle Shanahan. So he's been allowed to train with Joey Bosa down in Florida. Alex Mack, we don't have a decision from him yet as far as him being our center or coming back this year. So that he also said that we may be looking to pick up someone in the draft. He said that the offensive line is probably going to be a major factor in our draft this upcoming weekend. In regards to Jimmy Garoppolo, he said that he's tracking right where they've always said he was. So there is a possibility that Jimmy may be on this team. He's working hard on his rehab, and that's just what I wanted to call BS. I'm not going to lie. Down in LA, it's the same place where he got his surgery. Bull. What he's doing is down in Hooters in Atlanta, Georgia, picking up chicks. But we're not going to get into that. We're not going to turn this into a Jimmy Basson session. We've done enough of that, faithful. But he did say, you can't just give great players like that away. So we can foot the bill, are the words that John Lynch said, if that's what you want to call it, keeping Jimmy with us for right now. So Ray McLeod also will be a part of the offense. He's not just a special teams player. And then they finally got to Trey Lance, where they basically asked Kyle Shanahan, with all the investment that he's made, does he expect that Trey Lance will be ready to possibly step into the starting role for our 49ers this year? He says that they've always thought he's ready and that he knows right now he is ready. That is the plan, is for Trey Lance to get a chance to be the starter. He's going to have to show it, but he feels that he's going to show the world, his teammates, and all of the faithful just how ready he is. So all of you out there, all of you people all over Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're at, wherever you're hiding or wherever you're not hiding, you need to stop. Trey Lance is the future. Accept it. Write it down. Whatever you need to do. Get it in your heart, faithful. Niner ganger, don't bang. Get it in your heart. Roll with it or roll off the train. So finally, a leech, loser piece of garbage, asked him pretty much, for verbatim, you haven't traded Jimmy Garoppolo. You've caused Deebo Samuel to want to be traded, and then you still have not traded him. You've pretty much had a subpar offseason. What would you say to that criticism? And I'm not going to say what I wanted to do at that point. I wish I had the opportunity to do. But, he answered it diplomatically. He said that we feel we've actually had a great offseason. The special teams was our main priority. And as we all know, Greg Oldham, of course, Ray McLeod, all those players, they have been set to come and not only make an impact on special teams, but on the defensive side of the ball, too, and the offensive side of the ball, too. And then, of course, he says that the draft is coming up. There aren't really a lot of holes on our team. We're at 78 players, he said, right now, and they don't feel that we have a lot of holes. So we don't feel that we need to maybe draft or need as much in the draft as being able to possibly draft the best player available. So those are pretty much, it was really making my head spin, faithful. I don't know if you got a chance to see the press conference. It is on the 49ers website right now. All you have to do is YouTube San Francisco 49ers after you watch this whole video, hopefully. Let me know what you think. John Lynch's press conference went on today. He said that Kyle Shanahan, he just left him. So that's the reason why he didn't come into this press conference. He was working as hard as he could with the rest of the coaching staff to get ready for the draft. So let me know your thoughts. If you got a chance to see it, what do you think about everything I'll let you know here? Please leave a comment down below. Hit the like button if you did enjoy, or dislike if you didn't. Leave a comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bells. Stay faithful. Draft is coming up. Y'all be safe.